Bambi video mfano fail. So one of the learners sent us this question of solve for x. What he say, I've been trying this but I'm failing to get the correct answer. So ngathi mina we khuleka, let's work this through. Now we're looking at solving for x and we are given this type of question. Now what you need to know about these types of questions, they need you to know the laws of exponents. So you need to know the laws of exponents. Now when I check this equation, I managed to notice that, oh, there is 5 to the power x minus 1. Now I know that this 5 to the power x minus 1 comes from the laws of exponents, which means to get this you have applied the laws of exponents. Now let me break down this 5 to the power x minus 1. It comes from 5x being multiplied to 5 to the power negative 1. So here they've applied the law of exponent to bring it there. Let me show you how. They said if you are multiplying powers of the same base, you keep one base and do what to the exponents and add the exponents, which means here they said x plus minus negative 1. Now solving this, you can see that you have 5x minus 1. You see? So positive multiplied by negative is negative. So they arrived like this here. So I understood that I can take this back to this one, which means instead of me writing this in this form, I'm gonna write it in that form that I wrote there. But let me just bring this one down. 5 to the power x, then minus. I'm applying what I've just told you. I know that it comes from 5 to the power x multiplied by 5 to the power negative 1. Now once you are done here, you say is equals to 14. Now what do we notice here? Now what we notice here is that this side and this side, there's a common factor. We know that this is one term and this is one term. There's a common factor that I see. And what is that common factor? That common factor is 5 to the power x. Now I take out 5 to the power x, I open a bracket because it's common on both sides or on both the terms. Now if I take out 5 to the power x, I'm going to be left with 3 this side minus this side. I'm going to be left with 5 to the power negative 1. But take your calculator and say 5 to the power negative 1, you'll get something like 1 divided by 5. So 5 to the power negative 1, I think they've taught you about this one. It's 1, it means 1 over 5. Now I close the bracket. It's equals to 14. Am I done? No, I haven't solved for x. But now I've applied the law of exponent and I've applied the laws of factorization. You see, maths, it wants you to know all this stuff. You must know how to factorize. You must know how to apply the laws of exponents. So I'm here. Now, these are, of course, constants or they are like terms. I can add them or subtract them together. If you say 3 minus 5 minus 1 over 4, what do you get in your calculator? I think you get something like 14 over 5. Now this is 5x open bracket and this is 14 over 5, then close bracket. Of course this is 14. Now you're in this step. What do you do here? You're looking for x. Now once you arrive at this step, what do you do? Very simple. Divide this side by 14 over 5. Divide this side by 14 over 5. Now this 14 over 5 will take away with this 14 over 5. You are going to be left with 5 to the power x is equals to. How do you solve this? Very simple. Take this into your calculator. Don't waste time. You can apply the laws of multiplication and stuff, but take this in your calculator. You'll get something like 5. Now there's something interesting about this one, and I've taught you from the previous videos. Now we know that 5 is to the power 1. Any number, there's 1 here. So now we've got the same basis. Now we can drop the basis and equate the exponents. I hope your teachers have taught you that once you have something like 5 to the power x is equal to 5 to the power 1, the bases are the same. You can drop the basis, and what you do, you will equate the exponents, which means you'll be left with the exponents. Now once I drop the basis, you won't see the basis because I've dropped them. They are the same. Now I'm left with x this side because I've dropped the basis. Now I've equated the exponents. X is equals to 1. So this is how you solve this question. Very important to understand this step. When you have the same basis like this, you can drop the basis and equate the exponents. I said x is equals to 1 because this side the exponent is x equals 2, and then this side the exponent is 1. You can prove this on your calculator now. Let's put it there. You can put it here. 3 multiplied by 5 to the power 1. Now, negative 5x is 1 minus 1 is equals to 14. Now, we know that 3 multiplied by 5 to the power 1 is 15. I'm proving this. You can take your calculator, but I'm just going to prove it using my head. This is 5. This is 5 to the power 0 is equals to 14. 15 minus any number to the power 0, they let us know that any number to the power 0 is 1. So any number to the power 0 there, it's 1. So I'm going to put 1 here is equals to 14. 15 minus 1 is equals to 14. So which means this x is correct. And this is how you solve it. Thank you very much. And make sure that you join or subscribe to the YouTube channel MMS Science Tutoring, because I'm going to be posting a lot on this, solving for x and also physical sciences, and we're also going to do accounting.